Would the cops really arrest you if you ran away from them for no reason? You see this often in police procedural shows. The cops start interviewing witnesses, or are just poking their noses around in public. Out of the corner of their eye they see a dude staring at them intently, or just acting shifty. They walk up to him. Sometimes this doesn't even happen. The guy runs soon as they make eye contact. Flash badge. Want to ask you some questions and the guy books it. They give chase, catch him, and you know the rest. In some cases the guy is the suspect, and the only reason he runs is because he thinks the cops are onto him. But in reality he wasn't even on the police's radar until he started bolting for seemingly no reason. Question is, if you had no reason to suspect the guy to begin with, what do you arrest him for when you catch him? Is it a crime to run from the cops when you're under no legal obligation to interact with them? They technically aren't arresting you, but they will detain you if they have cause to believe that you are committing a crime. Yes, this has been used as justification for over-policing in various areas. Trust for the police was never high, so it's not uncommon for people in the US to just not want to be where there are police. Running is a great way to turn a voluntary encounter into a detainment. If you are being detained for questioning and run, then you can be charged with obstruction and be arrested. They will at least detain you. They may or may not find a reason to arrest you. Running from the police is pretty suspicious even if they aren't exclusively after you and gives them reasonable suspicion to detain you. Good way to get shot in many places. The Supreme Court might say no, but the local cops would say yes, and might shoot in the back. There is a lot of case law about it. Country dependent. Here's the reverse to your question at the end. If the guy has done nothing wrong, why is he running? A lot of the time, cops can claim that running away from cops is inherently suspicious behavior. And judges often agree with them because the American justice system is a farce. I was only charge was evading arrest with no other charges applied. Watching people who obviously don't know what they're talking about throw around reasonable suspicion and probable cause is kind of funny, honestly. Whoa, that's enough to get you suicided in a lot of places. It would be hard to act more suspicious than that. Yes. From experience. Multiple experiences between me and other family members. They will charge you for resisting arrest, even though they weren't arresting you when you resisted. It BS. But it sticks because people are bootlickers. You have as much chance of getting shot in the back as you have for being arrested. Don't run. Don't make any suspicious moves. Don't wear black. Just don't. Gave them probable cause that you're doing something illegal. 100. I've done this exact thing. Got out of the backseat of a vehicle and ran when the cops pulled us over. Was to take suspicion away from the driver. I was drunk as well. Long story short, they chased me, tackled me, arrested me, and I was put into the drunk tank. Lol. So don't try this. Running away for no reason? You may just be going out for a run. Running away holding an angle grinder and a catalytic converter. I'm chasing you. When we were kids, back in the day, cops would chase us for no reason except we ran. They'd give up after a few fence-hopping backyard shortcuts. I look back and seriously doubt they wanted to catch us, give us a scare, and probably laugh about it later. Cops weren't that serious. I really believe they took their jobs serious but not themselves. Movies, fun as they were, ruined it. Cops became bad boys. I think it got stupid after the Dirty Harry franchise and downhill from there. Do you feel lucky, punk? Do you? Guessing you are not American. So it might be different in your country. But here in the US they can just shoot you in the back if you run away. This is 100% legal in the US as long as officer claims you might have been putting your hand in your pocket, or he couldn't see your hands, or he thought you maybe had a weapon, or they arrest you for resisting arrest. They can't arrest you if you already have 10 9mm sized holes in your back, so no. If you run, people perceive that there's a reason, not just cops. Try it and report back with your findings. Cop here. This depends. If somebody sees me and then just turns around and books it for literally no reason, no, I'm not giving chase. If I have a reason to detain that person, like them matching the description of a suspect, and they book it and run, I'm gonna chase. And you're going to get charged with evading. Unarmed people have been shot running away from police. There is a good chance that they will shoot you. They can detain you. If you refuse to be detained, then you've just refused a lawful order and now they can arrest you. Yes, this makes perfect sense. Yes, you are free. Get back to work. I've seen them flip on their lights and U-turn to chase down a car that turned suddenly, aka suspiciously. I feel weird when I have to actually need to turn any time a cop gets into a lane behind or beside me. Trying to turn unsuspiciously always feels so awkward. Yes. As a teenager, I had friends that would run away from cops just to make them run. Lol. They called it chase. Depends. They may hold you and check for warrants, unpaid parking, other legal matters, lol. One way to find out, just don't do it in Houston or Dallas. Depends on the color of your skin. They may just shoot you. It's suspicious as hell. That's a reason in itself. When I was about 11 or 12, I saw a stand-up comedy routine where a guy made a joke about running from the police for no reason and about how mad they were when they caught him and realized that he hadn't done anything. He then made a point about how happy they were to find out he'd done nothing. At the age of 11 or 12, I did not fully get sarcasm yet. Turns out an overweight, out of shape cop will be mad as fuck when he catches you and you essentially say, "It's a prank, bro." People keep saying, they will shoot you in back. In the US, the Supreme Court has ruled that the police cannot shoot a fleeing suspect unless the person is an obvious danger to the public. So, an armed person might be legally shot while fleeing. There have been plenty of times that police haven't gotten charged for shooting a fleeing suspect that wasn't armed. But I wouldn't bet my life on it. But yes, if you are fleeing and the police tell you to stop, that is an obstruction charge. Real cops will never catch you though, they are just way too slow with their gear. They can detain you for 24 hours without charging you for any reason. They'll shoot you in the back. Contempt of cop is often fatal. Arrest if you're lucky. Most cops just shoot you and ask questions never. Bonus points if they murder you. That means usually a promotion. Why run? Just do what they say and you're on your way. Stupid people run. Yes. They kill for that kind of stuff. I was walking at night before curfew but after dark with my little brother and his friend. They were around 11 years old. A police was approaching in a police car. I said run, they did. And sure enough, the cop chased them down and was hassling them when I caught up. I basically did the "are we being detained?" thing. And we were able to leave. But they definitely chased them for no reason other than they ran. Yep. After beating your ass for making them chase you. It happens every day and has been this way since that gang's inception. Only if you are black, and then they shoot you in the back. Face with rolling eyes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.